I'm JMac. This is H. This is Tyler, and this is Spittin' Seeds.
I don't know why you always say it's Tyler when I never go by that. I only go by Russo.
Because you're an idiot.
All right, so we're here in Jupiter for WWBA Worlds, both upper class and freshmen. H, Tyler, Russo. How we doing today?
We're moist.
Yep.
Florida humidity.
A lot of wet.
I'm
a lot
sure
of
you
rain.
soft northeasterners that are getting the fall and winter up there are not doing that well.
Listen, do not put soft in the Northeast anywhere near each other. Okay, Mr. Florida?
It's like 50 degrees at home right now, and you would be in a parka, shivering, not leaving the house,
Sure would.
and we'd be in flip flops and sandals because we're
Yeah,
not soft.
you can't be soft to live in Florida though, otherwise you get killed.
True. All right, so what do we got? What are we talking about today, guys?
We usually talk about travel delays.
Yes.
And coming home from UVA, I had to spend 3 hours in an airport in Charlotte because we got delayed, per usual.
Mm-hmm.
All we do is get delayed on the travels home. And I had to sleep in an airport for all of 3 hours. So I'm sure you've had some sort of miserable experience.
Sure. Yeah, listen, I was coming down early. Was going to throw BP to Eric Sim. Still coming for you, buddy. And didn't get to. And then we got crazy rain yesterday, the day before. So obviously, listen, rain's par for the course in Florida, but it's a little bit crazy.
I mean, we went through sophomore and underclass without a delay, which underclass last year we were rushing teams out because there was a hurricane coming to Florida. And this year we didn't have a single delay and got through 400 games, whatever,
Sure.
200, 400 games, and without a drop. And of course, we get here and it's torrential downpour. Then you start up in the morning and then it's torrential downpour. And now we're back.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a testament to how this continues to keep moving forward. Is it rains for 6 hours and you're back on the field the next morning, and it's as important as ever getting these guys back out on the field.
Sure. And I mean, the grounds crew here, I mean, we've seen it the past 2 days with how there was literally lakes in the outfield, and they were able to get the fields ready before 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? In the morning.
Yeah, I mean the pictures from the first day were absurd, like of the gate, just trying to get out. People, I think half of our staff had to get new shoes after the first day.
Oh, yeah, we had people with trash bags and grocery bags on their feet, their bags. Their shoes were off. Their socks were off. We had guys in swimsuits.
I mean, you're talking about a lake here. Like, it doesn't, like, it's funny how it works is we get rain in Fort Myers all the time and it's known for it. And then you're like, hey, yeah, it'll be nice in Jupiter. And then the last 2 days has been beautiful in Fort Myers and Jupiter.
So I've done it for 13 years. You've been in it longer. Russo's a little newer, but still from Florida.
This is year 10.
What are like some tricks to the rain delay? What are some of your go-tos during a rain delay? I know I have mine, but tell me what you do.
Too, I mean, listen, we're staff, obviously, so we have to stay for certain things. But if you can get out of the complex before all the chaos ensues, that's probably the go-to if you can do it.
Yeah, if you see those clouds kind of rolling in, you get an idea when the leaves start turning, and just get out.
Oh, as a Floridian, you know what it is, and it's that 3 seconds of cold breeze that hits, and you know a storm's coming.
Yeah.
And you pull your cameras down, you get your bag together,
And you sprint.
Delay starts, and you get to the car as fast as possible.
Sure.
Or in this case, you get stuck in the tower with 50 people that are all dripping wet, running in because they didn't get out before the rain got there.
Yeah, and then it starts to smell. It smells like a locker room eventually, stuff like that.
Why are you whispering?
I'm not.
Like Russo mumbling.
You were whispering a little bit.
Okay.
This is crisp. I know they can hear me clear.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not mumbling.
Let's get to the action, obviously, right? So we've seen some pretty cool stuff so far, obviously. Striker Pence 2028. Multiple 101-mile-an-hour fastballs while wearing retro Houston Rocket baseball jerseys, okay, which are probably the dopest ones here I've seen this week. But first, you guys were obviously a little bit on the younger scene, all of us. How about Striker Pence at 101 miles an hour multiple times, handful of times?
I mean, this is like the fun part for us is we saw him in Houston, his 13U Houston. So like right after 12 into 13, he was like scraping 82, maybe an 83, but he was wild. Then he came out that year at 13U National, was up to what, 85 at 13? 87 at 13U
snuck a 7.
National. Makes a festival, comes back, is the next year's bumping 90, 92. And it's like that progression of almost 10 miles an hour each year is like eye-opening. And like 101's the hardest pitch I've ever seen at a perfect game event. Like
That's the record. It's the hardest
And then-
pitch that's ever been thrown at this event in 27 years. I think this is
Yeah.
the 27th year, and he's 2 years younger than anybody that normally plays in this event in 27 years. The hardest, like,
Sure, yeah. I mean, I saw Rick Porcello at 99, Chase Petty at 99 at a WWBA.
Yep.
Jose Fernandez was like 98 too. So Kumar Rocker, stuff like that. But 101
Yeah.
from a
Sudden.
I'm a
2028.
sophomore,
Nas and
that's-
Petty both were 100 at the All-American game.
Correct.
and it's
C-May,
it's
but
the development in every facet. Matured physically, matured mentally. The delivery is so much better, and then it's like playing catch at 100 miles an hour,
Sure.
and you know,
Not-
the people say this and that, but
it's like 86 mile an hour sliders too. It's not just
Yeah.
a thrower.
yeah,
Correct.
And then he's got a split Vulcan change
yeah,
thing he throws.
it's just he
that's
can
like-
pretty much just create whatever he wants and lets it rip. But you see, and it's like, oh, he throws 100 as a sophomore. Like he probably just throws it at the backstop. And then you look back at outings. He was like on the West Coast, and it was like 4 innings of like 78% strikes.
He shut down Corona
Struck
this high
out
school
10.
season.
Yeah, he closed out a game against Corona, like one of their like 3 or 4 loss. It's just like those things are. It's really starting to come full. You know, the picture's starting to get really clear that hey, he's not just a big kid that throws hard. This is the guy.
And the talk is like, what if he were at 26? Where does he go in the draft? And he still has 2 years to wait. Because if he's at 26, he's going in the top half of the first round. You'd have to think. I know he's a prep right-hander, but like,
Yeah.
it's as good as it gets. And not to overlook it either. Dexter McLeon was up to 98 yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's like a hyper athlete, 6'5", 6'4" runner, 6'5" runner. So like, it's a 1-2 in a 28 class of sophomores throwing 98 and 101
2
together.
hardest fastballs in the
That's
event through the first 2
200
days.
miles an hour between the two of them, basically.
Well, that's
We-
kind of the
we round
crazy
up
part too. Like with us dealing with the 13s and the 14s, now seeing those guys or even guys now 26s and so forth too. It's kind of the cool thing where we see them at 13 and kind of watch that maturation process through, and it's almost like you get a little twinkle in your eye because you saw him at 13 and now he's this, and they're committed to schools and so forth too. So it's kind of the cool part of what we do to be able to kind of see that too.
Well, it's a cool part of this of Jupiter is that it's not just the guys that are playing in their last event. There's 27s and 28s all over this event.
Some
It's super
29s are
popular.
hanging
Yeah,
around, too.
some guys will play the freshman and come over and play in Jupiter
Yep.
and get to see it and get that experience. But you look at guys that, like you said, watching guys mature. Somebody like yesterday, Finian O'Laughlin, who at 14 was the skinny kid that's like, hey, that'll be good if he ever gets strong. And
Guess what?
hit a ball 100 miles an hour that almost went out, and hit a ball 100,
112?
107,
Yeah.
440 feet over the batter's eye yesterday. And then you walk up to him, he came back, he went home, changed, came back, is hanging out, and it's like you're not anywhere near. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
that 25 pounds you needed, you have it now, and you see what's happening. So those guys like 27s that get to come and play, and you know, obviously he just announced his commitment at any of these 27s. These college coaches are coming to check on their 26s, and why not recruit the underclass guys?
Sure.
And that's how it was last weekend. You get all the underclass guys and coaches at every field, but this place, it's one place, and if you do something big, everybody knows about it. That's the coolest part about this place is nothing can happen unnoticed.
Sure. And that, I mean, listen, the scope that we have or the actual platform that we just have, whether it's social media, the scouting, getting it out there to everybody, like you just said, it's just nothing's missed. So guys as young as 29s are doing their thing here, obviously, and so forth. But then you see those guys that have hit the maturation process as 27. Some of them, a lot of them made their commitments last week. And they're I mean, he hit a ball over the batter's eye. I've been coming here for 15 years, 16 years, and I don't know if I've seen a ball go over the batter's eye.
It's the second one that I've seen. Owen Jenkins hit last year, and that guy's a freak.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a senior,
twice the size of Finn.
18 plus, like full grown, strong beast. And then Finn's still this guy that's got a lot more room. And you're doing the same kind of thing. So that's something that's really cool and special. And the other element of this is for the 26s, it's the last event they're playing in, and to see how many guys that maybe don't need to come to this event and don't need to stay in shape to keep playing, still find a way to make sure that they're here. Because I went through the rosters and guys that had actually shown up. There's probably 30, 35 All-Americans that are here, and that it's the way that everything's transitioned now. They say, hey, guys shut down, no reason to keep playing, do this and that. And to have 30 plus All-Americans here, a guy like RJ Cope or Martin Shalar or Jackson Wood to come out here and they're like, hey, I just want to keep playing. I don't care if X, Y, and Z is saying how I should shut down, I shouldn't play. Like, if I'm a hitter, I want to come hit.
Sure.
Like, if I'm in shape and I want to come throw, I'm going to come throw, and I'm gonna enjoy it. It's not about the what am I going to be at, what is, if I want to get drafted and this and that. It's like, I'm a kid and I want to come play. And there's genuinely no better place to play than this event. It's not, I don't think it's close.
It's almost like you come here and you have a really good tournament. Like, awesome, you had a great tournament. If you don't have the best tournament and you're a big name, it's like, well, it's the end of the year. Like, it's a win-win to just come here and be here.
Yeah,
like,
it is. I mean, and there's going to be a lot of guys that make money this weekend.
Sure.
Like,
every year.
It's the way that it always is, and the weather, this or that, arms aren't as like kind of stealing the show because games are getting broken up, things like that. But when you get into today and you turn over to tomorrow and we get into the bracket and things like that, like those big moments is what leaves kind of your mark, and people get to think about that for. So yeah, I think we got a good moment right there. But
like last year, Yale probably thought they were going to get a future 3-hole hitter.
Yeah.
And then he goes in the second round?
Yeah, it literally
round?
Exhibition game bomb, then full play first game double bomb, and then all of a sudden Michael Olavito's in comp round one,
right?
You know what I mean? And makes
this was his platform to do it. If he didn't come, because you're home in New York, like sure you should be able to beat up the competition there, but you come here and do that, and it's like, okay, now we got to watch him, and then it just continued. So
yeah, and he just continued to hit, and it was something where he's in that space in New York, which, listen, he was in a smaller school, committed to Yale, obviously great school and so forth too, but then all of a sudden now it's like, hey, this guy really hits, really impacts the baseball, and he made a lot of money.
For sure.
Well, I mean, it's life-changing money.
Sure.
Like, you make the investment to come here and, fly down and stay in a hotel and all the food and things it takes to be at this event, but you come and do something like that, and it made him legitimately millions of dollars.
Well, I think, too, like we were just talking about, right? In today's day and age, you do see a lot of guys, whether they're getting shut down or it's just an end of a long year and so forth, too. But for a lot of them, it's their last travel tournament or travel baseball tournament with their teammates, and that's a big deal to them, too. So a lot of the times, for the most part, I mean, they've been with these guys for a couple years. They may have been with them forever. There's different situations, but it's also like that culmination of the relationships that they built throughout their travel ball career as well.
Yeah. I mean, that's not saying that anybody's wrong by not being here.
Sure.
By shutting down.
Sure.
There's lots of guys in the South that picked up a baseball and thrown competitive innings since the beginning of February.
Yep.
And they went on a run, they played till the end of May. Then they picked up, they went to the WWBA, and they went to the National, and they went to this, and they played all August, and those things are okay. But if you're in the shape and you want to do it, there's no reason that somebody should try to stop you.
Sure.
Then you got the next wave. Dylan Seward, guys like that. Caden Dawson's here, all the 27s who are going to be here next year.
Yep.
And we have freshmen going on at the same time. I tell them, go over there and just get a taste of it. You don't have, obviously you're not playing in it, just so you know what it's like. You might not come as a sophomore, but as a junior, as a senior, just so you're not deer in the headlights. Because it is kind of, I mean, it's intimidating, right?
It's overwhelming. Yeah, you come, you see the golf carts, You see all the schools with their shirts on and so forth. You see the pro scouts. And like yesterday or 2 days ago with Stryker, it's like the entire backstop is filled with people that are going to make decisions on him eventually. But then there's also the kids, the parents are like, oh my God, there's a 16-year-old throwing 101 miles an hour.
Mhm.
So it just now becomes a crazy almost spectacle to watch a 16-year-old kid play baseball.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's cool, and there's been a lot of guys that we were with in August for the Select Fest that come through this place. Braden Miller came through, Nathan Hanley White,
Yep.
like a lot of those like
Easton
young
O'Quinn was here
guys. Easton
yesterday.
O'Quinn came and hung out, and those guys they're like, yeah, I've never had the chance to be here because we have the 13 and 14U version of this next week, so it doesn't line up ever, and so the chance to come here and they're like, oh yeah, I've got some buddies playing, but honestly, I don't even care about my buddies playing. It's like this is pretty sweet,
Sure.
and it's less chaotic. They put a little cart path only rule in, so nobody's driving their carts around in the grass. Usually, half your experience at Jupiter is getting yelled at by somebody in a golf cart behind you that's trying to go faster than you're walking.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're grumpy about it. Sometimes it's another staff member telling you to get out of the way, but it's still. Last year had all the chaos with the hurricane moving in a week, and college coaches couldn't be here, and people, families probably cut the amount of people traveling in half. They had to reschedule their flights. The first morning here was as full as I've seen this place in a long time.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see. Obviously, every pro team's here, and they go. Some of these teams roll 15, 20 deep, and guys, we're talking to people at the gate, and guys were coming up from teams, and they're like, "Hey, I need to pre-buy 20 bands and 20 roster books because I've got 19 other guys coming here with me," and that's the cool part. But there are a ton of schools, and there are a ton of fans.
Yeah.
The families didn't travel like, hey, just dad came, just mom came. It's like everybody came to come celebrate, being here. And we talk about different things like all these teams that are, teams are making custom stuff that just has Jupiter across the chest of their logo.
Yep.
Like that's the gravity of what this event has become, and everybody knows that. It's not like you don't have to hype up Jupiter. You know what it is, but once you get to it, it's still cool to see how many people actually, hey, I'm gonna come and be there, and I'm gonna make sure. I'm not just gonna be like, hey, yeah, like it's a really cool event, but I'll just pass on it this year.
Yeah.
That's not really the outlook I've seen out of a lot of people so far this weekend.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like you just brought up the custom stuff with just Jupiter on it, as it's known as or commonly known as, and it's like they're making specific stuff to remember these moments in Jupiter. So that's kind of cool to see as well too. Another thing, right? We see all types of uniforms, right? There's always special uniforms. I mentioned the Houston Rockets.
Got the all yellows behind you.
Yeah,
Five
all
star.
yellows. 5-star had a step and repeat of the 5-star logo completely down.
I'll tell you, I don't know if I'm a fan of that, but they let it rep.
The Dirtbags, who are known for
Always.
their craziness.
They played on the same field as the Houston unis. They went back-to-back games.
They started the whole digi camo back in the day.
They had the pink camo rocking yesterday.
Then I saw another team. It almost looked like 1930, 1940 Pittsburgh Steelers jerseys where it was all yellow with a big football number on the front and the back. It was kind of weird at first to see, but then you're like, all right, I get what you're thinking there. And then the game before that, another Dirtbag team was playing, and like you said, they were wearing digi camo. One Dirtbag team had the pink, white, and black version. The other one, the following game, were the yellow, black that were customary to.
Wow Factor's rocking the white and golds. Our logo for this event, everything is the black, white, and gold.
Yep.
They come here for baseball. You didn't know you were getting Fashion Week too.
Yeah.
But it really is like teams use this event to like be bold with their jersey choices.
This is their platform. This is like all of these teams and orgs. This is the Super Bowl.
Yep.
This is where they get to flex what it is they are and what they've built. You got new orgs and old orgs that have been around for 25 years doing it. You got teams that may be here for the first time,
Sure.
But this is their way to kind of show, hey, this is what I built. These are the players that I can get. Come be with me. This is all the swag and different stuff I can get, and the coaches I know that'll come up and talk to you in the dugout.
It is kind of like a puffing your chest moment too, because it helps with recruiting moving forward, recruiting to travel ball teams as well. because like, hey, look what I can get. Look what I can do for you guys. Look at the platform we can put you on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and from gear to who's watching your game on a daily basis as well. Like you said, that puffing out of the chest and showing who they are or what they're gonna bring to you in the future is a big thing as well.
no doubt. Yeah,
All right, what kind of seeds you rocking today, buddy?
What's up, guys?
I like the hat. You're good.
No, you're good. Come join in.
How you
How are
doing?
you?
Good.
Just doing a podcast.
Oh, yeah, good. You guys.
Say hey to the camera.
Hi, camera.
Saw Grandpa
No, did you?
all excited about Tennessee. It's a lot
I-
closer than LSU. He said for him to drive to.
Why? I got a funny story about how his wife did this.
Yeah.
My wife.
Oh boy.
Tony V showed up to school.
Yeah. Got it done.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. Yeah.
I mean, he could have
Hey,
committed
you-
there when he was 13 and just been all done with it.
I know.
But we dragged it out. We got our
I
visits in.
he only took 2. He had 3 more scheduled. He's like, I don't want to go anywhere else.
When you know, you know.
You feel good about what he's doing when something like that happens.
No.
He shows up to get him.
Well, he was injured last year.
Right.
He had a bad hand, broken thumb.
Is he done with football now?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that killed me.
What about Cole? Is he still playing?
Cole's going to. You know, Florida.
Yeah. Well,
Great.
good for him.
I can already envision the Tony Harper post inbound.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a couple other dudes that are that quit baseball. That
Yeah.
are-
Just to play football.
I mean, Kate had 20 offers to play football.
Carter Smith did
Baseball's
it.
safer.
Yeah,
Carter Smith's at Wisconsin.
yeah, but there's a lot of money in football.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Game changing money.
Oh yeah, I mean, Cole's gonna get paid.
No doubt.
He's one of the kind of kids that super. Oh, he'd been
He's
bashing.
gonna run through a whole wall.
No, he'd bash his head into a brick wall.
Yeah.
and not even think twice about it.
A young Cam Scatabo.
But here's the problem: he's going 94 from the bump now.
Is he?
I mean, he's 235 pounds now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, he always has been. Have a good one.
All right, so let's wrap up. Obviously, we gotta go actually scout games.
Yep.
I'm gonna coach a game and then go scout.
We'll do something of the sort.
Yeah, we're gonna do something, obviously.
Yep.
So real quick as we kind of finish up, as we kind of finish off our year and then get a little breather, and then we're gonna start right back up again, obviously, with one of our favorite events, right? We got National All-State coming up here in November for us. What are you guys looking forward to as we kind of finish Jupiter, but we're already looking to 2026 of our schedule, where we're going to be, what we're going to potentially go to, and so forth too. What are you looking forward to?
Putting all the pieces together again. Just locking down 13, 14 new national dates, locking down 13, 14 festival dates, locations. But then
That's a fun one this year.
you gotta learn the whole class all over again. The 12s to 13s, it's a whole new thing for us.
Yep.
So 13 new national all-state kind of kicks it off. And you start building out that list for the initial invite list for the national, trying to figure out who moves, who took that jump. Hey, JMac, did you know about this guy? Did you not know about this guy? Why didn't he make 12U? Well, he did this, this, and this and got better, or we never saw him.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, that's the fun part for me with all of it. So I'm really just looking forward to starting over that process, because we're kind of in a lull right now where there's really nothing 13, 14U related moving forward until next weekend.
Yep.
Kind of kicks it off for Russo and I with the WWBAs. So, yeah.
I mean, it's literally it's a year process. We talk about it and we try to give ourselves a little bit after we wrap up the festivals, but it's like creating a new Google sheet, taking all the names that were on the 13U sheet, copying them, pasting them over to the 14U sheet as guys we want to follow along with. Obviously, the 14U guys have moved on, taking all the 12U guys you've known about, putting them in the 13U sheet, and then from there, it's literally just building, and it ends up being this list of, a couple hundred guys that are like, hey, I saw him good this time. Throw it down. Want to make sure we follow back up on it. Guys that we know we want to make sure we get to the national. Guys that we want to, begin that process and kind of teach them of, hey, this is where you guys be. Is this on us?
No.
That would have been funny right here, in the bucket. But yeah, like starting to shape that process, and guys that have done 11 and 12, it's a different process to get to the festival. So teaching that to them, teaching them where they need to be, what events they need to be in. Obviously, getting them to the 13 national is a huge thing because they say, hey, get to the PGI at 12 and you're playing in a tournament. This is an individual thing. So that element of it. So it's a whole long, and it's no joke when we say it's a 364-day process, with the one day being travel day back from each of the events. But it's what it is.
Sure. Yeah, and I think too that's some of the stuff that maybe the outside looking in doesn't understand. That, like he just said with the spreadsheet, you said about starting over. We're moving the 11 and 12 you guys that I saw to now to the sheet for 13 and 14, so we can start discussing it. Just how much we go into it and how deep we get into it to make sure we're aware of everybody that we need to be aware of. So that's something that maybe the outside doesn't see, but it's something that we have passion for and we continue obviously to do. So that's a cool process too, obviously.
It's not, and I'm sure, like you talked about, like on the surface, the thoughts are, hey, they probably just like invite a bunch of good players to the national and have this built out, and then it's like, oh, they just went to the national and they already have the rosters and this and that, and it's genuinely like a week by week or bi-weekly type of process. You get to the All-State, you're like, I really like all these kids. Like if I had to make the rosters right now, this is where it'd be. And then you get to Houston and you're like, oh wait, this is what they would be. Oh, and then you get to the WWBA and the World Series and the PGI and this and that.
You
And summer,
think you
you're
have
like,
it figured out.
all these different guys that I didn't think were, now they're here. And like,
Then you get to national and it just puts everything on
and then
its
you're
head.
like, all right, now I've got everybody in the same place. Now I can truly have a full picture of these guys. And that's why we're out on the road as much as parents and teams
and then
if we had to make decisions off guys off of 1 or 2 days, we would be wrong a lot more than we're right.
Sure.
Is you don't get a full picture of a kid. And I think
any picture. We didn't know Bijan Camerzel.
Yeah.
We knew of him. He was at national.
Yeah,
but
he came to the national, but that's without getting a look. And
Right.
so it's so important to get to see these guys a bunch of times.
Yep.
Because and I think kids put a little bit too much pressure, and we talk to kids about it, is don't put pressure on 3 at bats, because we didn't just see you one day at the WWBA. We may have seen you 5 tournaments in a row that were going on. So it's one of those things. It's like, we're not breaking anybody down to 1 at bat or 1 look. It's trying to get a total picture.
Unless it's really loud and that's the moment.
You can't hurt yourself off 1 bat at bat.
Right.
It's about
really, really loud. Like if it's a
Big
nuke over the
time
batter's eye, we're
performance.
remembering.
oh
that.
yeah, that's
like
what I'm
that
saying.
one can do it for you.
One good thing will leave that impression. You can go in a whole event, you could strike out, or go 1 for 9 with some some line outs and stuff, and you hit a home run, and it's like,
never mind.
guess what? I don't care about the 8 at bats anymore, because you did something that a lot of other people can't do.
Right.
And that's
Different.
we
Do
look at
something
it, a lot of it's the 13 to 14. Like there's so many guys come out to the freshmen, and we're like, he's a really good player now because it took 3 more months of development. That some kids it takes 3 months longer to make that jump.
Right.
And it's every year we get to see these guys as freshmen, and it's the biggest thing we try to say is there's so many good players. It just doesn't mean that everybody is ready at that exact moment of when it comes down to making decisions. Is some guys 3 months are going to be way better than everybody else, but you can't make that. You can't make that and assume that's going to happen and things like that. So it's like, hey, let's try and find the best players as it stands right now, and they come out and they're good players in 3 months, and then you get to root for them then, because you knew most of the guys going in. They're just making that jump, and kind of goes full circle talking about seeing these guys long term. It feels really good when you get the guys, when you end up being right.
Yeah.
The guys get here, and it's the guys that people are following around that you knew at 13, 14.
Yeah.
We're the guys.
Yep. All right. So obviously, we're here at Jupiter. We'll wrap up. We'll get to work and so forth too. This is H. This is Russo. I'm JMac. And this has been Spitting Seeds.